Take the balloon catheter out of the packaging. Take off the black light-proof cap from the tip of the balloon catheter. Take a syringe, fill it with 3 cc of saline and connect it to the balloon catheter. The plunger is then pulled back to the 10 cc mark for approximately 10 seconds to create a vacuum to eliminate any air from the catheter or the balloon. Tap the side of the syringe to assist with air elimination. This balloon catheter will be used to size the target airways to deploy the appropriate size valve. This is done with the help of a sizing kit, which comes with a sizing gauge, the round white structure, and a glass syringe. The glass syringe is filled with saline until the 500 microliter mark. This glass syringe is then connected to the balloon catheter, but before doing so, make sure that you eliminate any void at the top of the 3-way, at the top of the stopcock, by filling it with saline and then connecting the glass syringe to the balloon catheter. The balloon catheter is then placed in the sizing gauge, filled with saline until it fits snugly. When it does so, notice the reading on the glass syringe and mark this on a paper to determine the appropriate size valve that should be used in the patient. Valves come in four different sizes: 5, 6, 7 and 9 millimeters. Here I am using a 6 millimeter valve just for example, but select the appropriate size valve. Take out the valve cap cartridge from its packaging and place it on a clean surface. The deploying catheter comes in the same packaging as the valve loading device. The loading device here seen in the center has a disposable lock at the end which should be taken out, and the plunger then pulled back to create space for the cartridge. The deploying catheter, as you notice here, will have a green safety lock. I initially take out the safety lock and test the deploying catheter a couple of times as shown here. The safety lock is then placed back on, and the deploying catheter is then connected to the end of the loading device. When you do so, you will hear an audible click. Hereafter, place the valve cartridge into the loading device and then push the plunger so that the valve enters the deploying catheter. Release the deploying catheter by pressing the yellow button, and here you can see the valve is in the deploying catheter right beyond the yellow line. Now when you are ready to deploy the valve in the patient, take the safety lock off. Remember, the deploying is done by an unsheathing action, so pulling back action. This is best done by an assistant holding the catheter at the insertion port of the bronchoscope to keep it stable and dropping off the valve.